Okay, folks, welcome back. Took a little bit of a break. Got some other stuff I needed to get done. And now we're back on this build here, which I think we're going to call the Regal Pancake. A king's breakfast! The Regal Pancake. Boy, this color is not sealed well. We need to take care of this before we're going to have a situation. Let's put this away and like it wouldn't close down. All right, let's just get paint all over ourselves. All right, let's where's the tweezers? Certainly over here somewhere. All right. Let's see what we can do about this. Hell of a clot here. I don't know why the tweezers aren't here though. They should be. Only got one pair of tweezers worth a damn, and that's these. They are really old. They're probably from, well, I probably got them around 1986. Let's get this paint clot out of here. I had no intention of doing this, but I think all this is paint. I could be wrong. We need to get some of this stuff out because otherwise we can't even close this. It's going to dry out on us. One of these a long time ago, I read an article on how to transfer them over to like dropper bottles, and I did that, and I'm never going to do it again because I have to dilute the paint so much that it ends up just being going every which way. All right, that at least will allow this thing to close. Okay. Jeez. Okay, let's put this thing away. Now, we said we wanted to make this thing different colors. We are. As far as like the door and what have you. So, I know one of them we should probably make primer gray or, Bondo type color. Maybe something like this medium sea gray, maybe a little bit darker than that. Something like this, dark sea gray. Dark sea gray is probably a good color to paint it. And I want to do that before I give it the brown wash. Okay. So we're going to do that on one of them. I'm going to see what other colors this particular vehicle was available in. Why does this thing always wants to? No. Okay. Oh, it's definitely a runner, Jeffrey. It's too nice to be a wreck. Like the wheels worked. Well, that doesn't mean anything because I glued them shut. I know they make it in black. It's too easy to make the vehicle black. Let's do a colorful one. Buick Regal 1980s colors. images. Well, I'm going to make one of them this color. I'm going to make another one a light blue. So we're going to make this door one color. I feel like the hood needs to be a different color. The hood needs to be definitely needs to be one that's a different color. It's just too prominent. These are the colors we're going to do. So we're going to start off with this guy right here. I have to use the super readers, and we still have water there. Let's get a little bit of black. Yeah, I really don't want to make a vehicle a wreck. It's just kind of a waste. Just kind of a waste. All right, let's get this here, mix it with a little bit of black. And I'm going to paint this door in this color. Okay, just something like that. I'm gonna make this door blue. I didn't hate how this looks, but I shouldn't judge it until I've at least done the brown wash. Mix a little bit more of this in. Ooh, it was a watery ass one. Okay, let's add a little bit more of that core color on there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take and mix a really dark black wash here. And I'm going to take that in any of these windows that look to be crumpled. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to make it, only because I'm already fading. So I don't know what to tell you. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go do something I shouldn't do. Make coffee. Unfortunately, we have to wait until some of the color is dry so we can apply that wash. And all we're going to put on here is a strong tone wash over it. just with those two colors painted on there. Well, the base color, and then this more reddish one, and then a blue and a gray. When we get back here, we're going to prime. I could just use black paint. I don't have to use primer. The spots on the grill and the back that are going to be metallic. It's going to have a lot of rust on it. It can't look terrible because it's just as fast as any other car, per se. I'll tell you what, after getting all those tractor trailers, I'm not that interested in doing it. I should say, I'm not in a hurry to do it. I got too many normal vehicles to do. So we can wait on that a little bit. All right. Here is the Buick Regal. Yeah, it's way too early to be taking a nap. Or going to bed. All right, so on the back, all of this down here. Okay, and then the front. Okay, now while that's drying, now we'll give it the brown wash. Brown wash consists of strong tone. Get a brush that's not too small. If I can find one that hasn't been abused. I'm bad about hanging them up, even though the thing's right here. I got to undo 37 years worth of not having a brush holder. And now we got to wait for this to dry. It's the drying game. I was going to try something. That's with moving the camera position. Seems like ever since I moved the camera position to where it's actually better for you guys, I got less people watching it. Weird, man, weird. Very strange. I might have to go to the store and get more super glue. And just do our grocery shopping today and not in the middle of the week. I mean, it's still pretty freaking early. It's just barely 2 o'clock, so. Yeah, I'd like to do it after I'm done with this vehicle, but we'll just see how this transpires. That's all the strong tone we're going to need for this boy. Well, this boy, look here, boy. These are already sprayed. These are in process of something. The fajita truck, that ought to be a hoot. Yeah, theme for the model meeting this in December is science fiction. I was going to do my science van, but I don't know that I'm ready to do that yet. I think I need to go into do a redneck truck next. Maybe that sand go-kart. It's already done the way it is. You don't have to really do anything to it. Anything already primed? This thing's ready to go. It's got very little brown wash on it. It's got a nice front. Ought to paint up nicely. This thing has been flat coated and has a brown wash. Oh, this guy. Oh, another British vehicle. Jeeves. Yeah. I don't know what the hell he would have. I don't have his, odd that the windshield isn't there. I'm pretty sure I had a pretty dark windshield. Pretty sure I had a pretty dark windshield on that vehicle. The Armored Butler. This is a Morris something or other. Morris Minor. Does it give you a year? No. It's probably like a 1960s or 50s or something like that. Another thing with the Vickers. Give them the Vickers. Maybe give that thing 2 Vickers. I think it's got the most firepower. It's the tiniest vehicle. Yeah, I think that's got that written all over it. It's got 2 Vickers. Two Vickers. Yeah, it's actually got headlamps and everything painted on it. You know, if it wasn't such a pain putting on bigger tires, this might be something that would look pretty good with like some really large tires on it. Yeah, we already have that guy. I had that guy prepped. And still. So, yeah, just basically rockets on this thing. That's all this thing's going to have. I got a couple of tow trucks. I haven't decided what they're going to be armed with. I'm going to go ahead and paint these little bits that are on this tractor trailer or the truck. And then this thing will be ready to seal. And the front of these little lights, I think said we're going to make them orange. Little marker lights on the front of them. On the top of the roof there. Oh. And this is eventually going to need to be glued down. It just has a stickum on it, just for packaging. I'm going to leave it like that. Now, I'm afraid I'm actually going to have to take a nap for a couple hours. And that's what we'll do. We'll do that. Hopefully this will be dry by that point, and we can continue doing the Regal pancake. All right, folks. See you soon.